Know yourself. Be yourself. Love yourself. Know who you are in God. Be who you are unapologetically and love yourself wholeheartedly. I am Kimberly Joy, and I thank you for listening to the Kimberly Joy Show. And I am excited because I have a very special guest in the building today, Lady A. Ward. Welcome, Lady A, to the Kimberly Joy Show.
Hello, how are you?
Well, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. I wanted to have you on the show today because you have a special event coming up this month, and then I think it's important to share with the people. Many need to come out and receive something from the Lord. I believe that they're going to receive it at this event. But before you get into that, earlier I had told you that I wanted you to share a little bit of your testimony. Personally speaking, I believe that we all have a story. And our story is our witness. If people want to know why they need Jesus, why they should be saved, all we got to do is share our personal testimony. So will you just take about a minute or so just to share a little bit of your own personal testimony? I'm sure it's going to bless someone listening right now.
Well, just to give just a little bit, tell a little bit about myself, how I actually came to the Lord. I've always sung in the church. My uncle trained me, to sing and everything, so I always sung. So as I got older, I kind of strayed away from the ministry. Then, once I got to Power and Faith, when my sons were younger, I got back into the ministry, and some things happened in the middle of that, and I kind of drifted off again. So in that time, I would say, was when I was allowing my flesh to take hold of me. I had broken marriages. In the middle of that, abuse, being homeless, just different things that was going on with me. One particular tragedy I had, which by the grace of God, he's still here, is when my oldest son was shot. We thought we were going to lose him, but God kept him. So that was another transitioning that I was going through. But here a few years ago, something happened to me. I had a awakening, as I am going to say, with God. And I was still doing other things. I really didn't want to be in the ministry at that particular time. And this happened, like I said, maybe about 3-4 years ago. And something happened to me one Sunday when I was sitting down, and God spoke to me. And I can say at that particular time is when I really actually heard his voice. And I heard it clear. And he told me that you know what you're supposed to do, and if you don't do it, I'm just going to cut you off.
Wow.
And I knew that that was God. Different people came to me before that actually happened, was telling me, what God said, and I kind of just backed it off because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be in the ministry. I was a praise and worship leader. I didn't want to do it. So that particular Sunday, I heard that voice, and that was it. After that, it was just a total different change that happened. I didn't think the same. I didn't do the same things. And it was almost like I changed from night from day. I changed to the point to where when I was out and about, where people would see me, they didn't know who I was.
Really?
I mean, even certain family members didn't know who I was.
And you look the same, but
I look the same.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and so from there, God has just been blessing and just moving and then increasing.
To God be the glory. So you all hear that. God, you know that God is talking to you, and it's time to surrender. Now, as I mentioned, you have an event coming up because one of the things that God has called you, you mentioned that you're a praise and worship leader, you're a singer, you're a teacher, a preacher, and a prophet. So what do you have going on this month?
So August the 24th, here at Power and Faith Ministries, we are having our second annual event. And the name of this event is called Unleashing Your Potential in You. And we have, my husband is going to be a speaker, Mark Ward. And then also we have our special guest, which is R.C. Thomas. And he's another prophet, and he's going to be speaking.
You know, I've heard of R.C. Thomas.
Yeah.
He's my cousin.
Yeah.
And no, and I'm not just saying this because he's my cousin, but he is a powerful man of God, prophet. Also, he is an educated Christian counselor.
Yes,
He's been doing that
is.
for years. So you all are going to be in for a treat. So it's going to be Saturday, August 24th at 3 p.m.
At 3
right?
p.m.
At
Yes.
Power and Faith Ministries,
Yes.
8120 Hamilton Avenue, Mount Healthy, Ohio, 45231 in the Hilltop Plaza. Now, is there an admission?
No, it is free.
Y'all heard that?
It's free.
It's free.
Yes.
Now, do they need to register though? Don't they need to register?
They
or-
can go to Eventbrite and just register. And the reason why we just want to kind of get a count, we always give, refreshments and things out like that. So we don't know. So I just
Right.
rather have a count
Right.
so we can kind of see. It's not something that you have to do,
Okay.
but we encourage you to register
Right, right.
on Eventbrite.
Okay, and it takes no time, really, because I remember doing it last year. It takes no time to go
Yeah.
on Eventbrite. Again, you don't have to pay anything. They just need you to register for the head count. Because one thing I know about you is that you do love to feed people.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and in fact, speaking of that, we still have a few minutes.
Okay.
You're, in addition to being a minister and a prophet, you're also an entrepreneur, right?
I am, yes. One of the things that I do is kind of ironic because I don't like to cook. I really don't. I don't like to cook, and this kind of stumbled on me.
Okay.
But I like to do events. I like to do catering events. So I like to prepare the food, fix the food, fix up the tables and do everything. So I kind of stumbled on it. People begin to ask me, would you fix this? Would you fix this? So that's kind of how we came about getting into it's a small business, but it's gradually getting there. So yes, if you do come, you'll get to experience some of Lady A's
yes.
cooking. So.
Oh, yes, and I have used your services, like for my 50th birthday party that I had back in December, and she did an excellent job.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to use your services, or if they want to have you come and sing, because Lady A also has music. She has recorded some music. In fact, I'm going to play my favorite song by you at the end of this program. But if someone wants to get in touch with you, how can they reach you?
They can always go to LadyArnettAward.com.
Okay.
That's the website.
LadyArnettAward.com. Okay.
Yes.
And that's how you can get in touch with her. And I would encourage you to do so, because she also is a life coach, right? And you just wear many hats. And like you said, it's because you made the decision to just surrender
Yes.
to the Lord. And so again, your event is going to be Saturday, August 24th at 3 p.m.
Yes.
And I wrote down the official title that's on your flyer. Mark and Lady A. Ward presents
Yes.
Let's Unleash the Potential in You. And you all have potential. So come on out on Saturday, August 24th at 3 p.m. Again at Power and Faith Ministries, 8120 Hamilton Avenue, Mount Healthy, Ohio. And we are in the Hilltop Plaza. Come on out and you will receive exactly what you need. I want to thank you, Lady A, for being on the Kimberly Joy Show.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
You are more than welcome. And now, my favorite Lady A song. Here is Lady A singing Surrender.